Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to SuTube. It is August 13th, and I need your attention for a few minutes here because things are starting to happen in the Bitcoin and Ethereum chart. And I know I had pointed out in my video yesterday that I wasn't sure if I was going to be playing Ethereum or not yet, but I played a beautiful Ethereum long today. Made a killing. It was great to see, but more importantly, I want to go on about what I'm seeing in the charts here. Of course, before I begin, none of this is financial advice. Always do your own research. These are only my own personal beliefs and opinions on what's happening in the market and how I personally am playing this market. So uh, without going any more into that, let's dive right in here. I'm going to start on the Bitcoin chart because I have had this 15 to 16,000 price target for you guys for a little while now. I want to go over a couple of reasons why I think that's going to happen now. I have a few what I would consider confirmations coming to life here. You know that I got this measured move. I was saying that this could be a bit of a bull flag. Take it from the breakout candle, and boom. So our price target there is around 15,200, somewhere in there. Now I want to jump over to the one-day chart. And I want to show you another potential bull flag right here. If we take it from this potential triangle breakout that I've been pointing out, we're getting pretty darn close to that price target also, still hitting that 15,000 mark. So I think that's just another confirmation why the price is possibly heading in that direction. Another thing that I'm doing right now is, I guess one of the reasons I'm watching Ethereum right now, and I'm glad I am because I made a great trade today. But you guys know I've been comparing the Bitcoin to Tesla chart to kind of pick up some confirmations or look for any chart similarities, that kind of thing. And I'm kind of doing the same thing with Ethereum. Now you can see with Bitcoin here on the daily chart that we've had this sideways trading range right now. Potentially a little bit of a triangle forming here, coiling up still. It hasn't broken out yet. But we can see here that we have this trading range, and if we get a measured move to the next trading range, we kind of hit this next purple line here. And that actually lines up perfectly with this resistance peak on the 26th of June of last year, 2019. So I just want you to pay attention to that because I'm going to hop over to the Ethereum chart here. This is the weekly chart, and you can see here, same thing, this is the weekly chart, but this candle on the daily is on the 26th of June, so that's the same reason why I'm watching this line here. You can see that with Ethereum, we've actually got candles closing and continuing to rally beyond this. And I've pulled up my fib extensions here from our local low back here, well, not even local, macro low here, I guess, from December 10th of 2018. And if we go from here, the 26th of June point, since we've got candle closes above that, I'm thinking that we should, in theory, end up hitting the 382, the 1.382, which would bring us to around 475 to 77, somewhere in there, which is actually quite interesting, guys, because if you remember from my video last night, I was pointing out that exact target from this 4-hour triangle here. If we took the height of our triangle from an approximate breakout point, I mean, our target is around that 475 to 480, somewhere in there. So, I mean, that's a very interesting price target because that's a couple things with TA lining up beautifully. You can see here with Ethereum, we've already had this close out of this triangle. And you guys know that I've also been watching a triangle on Bitcoin, which let me go to the 4-hour also so that we can see it. The triangle is more ascending looking here than it is on Ethereum, which was more asymmetrical. But I think that there may be a bigger move coming with Bitcoin here. And just looking at Ethereum as a bit of a indicator, you can see that we even got a close above this sideways trading range. As well as it's kind of looking like even this candle today is trying to respect it as a bit of a support flip. But going back to closing above the local high of this sideways trading range, Bitcoin has not done that yet. We're still not above this local high here, so that's where I think that this move has not happened yet with Bitcoin, even though it definitely did see a nice pump at the same time as Ethereum. That's great, but the actual patterns have not broke out yet. So I think that might be a bit of an early indication through Ethereum that Bitcoin could be um, having a bigger move in the next little while here. Um, what I want to get into now is if we do get that break above the sideways trading range the way Ethereum did, that's further supporting my theory that this bull flag is playing out. And if we do get that candle closing above this June 26th of last year high, the way Ethereum did, I would also be expecting to hit the 1.132, or sorry, 1.382, up at close to 18,000, guys. And once that happens, I mean, there's nothing saying that this, with this much momentum going to the upside, and the fact that this could very well be the next like super cycle, uh, market cycle that takes us to new all-time highs. I think it's totally reasonable for FOMO to kick in and us to hit a 1.618 Fibonacci level, because you guys know that the 0.618 is generally the golden number that the patterns really like to follow through to. And if we do get that, that means we have actually eclipsed the all-time high around 20,000. I believe it was 19.8 thousand, somewhere in there. So that's where we could see FOMO really, really kicking in. So I'm pretty excited to see what this trend does. I know not many people outside of the trading space would actually believe that Bitcoin would ever reach $20,000 again. Um, I know people would think that you're insane if you say that, because they don't hear anything about it. All anybody knows that Bitcoin did is it hit $20,000 and then it tanked. That's what the general public for the most part thinks, unless you're actually in the space following it and studying technical analysis and learning how these patterns work and how retraces happen and how this is just another typical market cycle in Bitcoin history. It's happened several times. Yeah, I'm excited to see where this goes. Of course, this doesn't have to happen, and of course, again, none of this is financial advice, but that's just some interesting price points, targets, patterns, and that sort of stuff that I'm watching, guys. If you do appreciate this content, if you could please give me a like, give me a comment, subscribe if you hadn't. And on top of that, if you wouldn't mind, if you do find this helpful, or you think somebody you know would find this helpful information, please feel free to share my channel. Share it with someone who you think could benefit off this technical info. Give me a comment what you would like me to do in the future, what you like, what you don't like about the channel, what some of your opinions, if you think I am right on things, if you think I'm totally fucking wrong, let me know. I'd like to hear your opinions. Anyways, guys, with that, I wasn't actually going to make a video today, but with that trade today, actually, I never did really go into that trade. Sorry, I'm going to go back to Ethereum here and zoom right into the 15-minute. I took a 30x long here at $394. Within an hour, I was at something like a damn near 200% profit. Within 2 hours, I saw that I had hit 300%. I'm obviously not there anymore because the price is dropping a little bit. We'll have to see if this purple line even holds. Even if we get a bit of a retrace, I wouldn't be surprised to uh, test back down and get a bit of a retest of these lower levels of the pattern that we broke out from, get a bit of a support flip. But either way, I took profits on half of my position. I took a quarter of my profits at 125%, and I took another quarter of my position at, I think it was about 240%. And I have the other half of my position still open with a couple stop losses on the way. and it's been absolutely great. Obviously, it's a little high risk doing such high leverage, but I've been waiting for this pattern. I felt very confident in it, so I went 30x, and yeah, it's been a beautiful day. So yeah, that's just kind of how that went. I almost forgot to tell you about that, but yeah. So that hopefully some of you guys were able to catch that. I know I pointed out this 4 hour Ethereum triangle that I wasn't even sure if I was gonna play last night. I did end up playing it this afternoon, so couldn't be happier about that. I cannot lose on this position. Obviously, I have a ton of profits locked in, and I'll get stopped out in more profits if this does reverse. But honestly, the way things are looking, I would not be surprised to see this have a lot of room to the upside yet, because like I said, I'm eyeing up more so this red line for the bull flag and the triangle patterns, hitting that 475, $480 mark somewhere in there. So if that does happen, I'm not even halfway done this trade yet. My target is still pretty much, we're only halfway there. So this might end up being by far the biggest percentage gain that I've seen on a single trade. So I'm excited to see how this goes and how long I can let it ride. With that, guys, I think I'm gonna leave you at that. I just figured since my pattern did play out from last night that I really should make a video today, even though I had a hard time finding the time. I've been busy at work and that sort of stuff. So yeah, once again, if you could leave a like, comment, subscribe, etc. With that, I'm going to leave you guys for probably the weekend. I don't know if I'll talk to you again before next week, so we'll have to see how the weekend goes. Anyways, guys, stay safe out there. Take care. Good luck in the trading world, and have a good one.